Hi everyone, it is Wednesday the 8th of March 2023 and I'm not going to talk for longer than 9-10 minutes because I've got to get on the walk, and when I leave I have to go to the shop for some frozen chips and I need to be home for a certain time, so I'm not going to talk for a very long time. Do you know what, I've not got a video up today. I was mentally drained and I was physically tired. I've been doing a lot more physical activity and I'm not 100% health. My health is not 100%, so I'm more tired. And I remember like thinking, oh, I need to edit the video because I need to actually watch some of these at the moment because I'm so I was gonna say tired and drained, and all it came out was chew. I'm tired and drained, and I'm talking without thinking, so I don't know what I said in that video, but it's probably nothing. But it was long because I ended up walking and finishing off the story that I started, which I might not even keep in, so you might not see. And then I remember thinking last night, like really late on, when I was like, I definitely can't do it now, because I did have a second thought and I was like, should I do it to get it up? And I'm like, no, because I always said I weren't going to put myself out, and if I was too tired or I didn't have the time or whatever reason, I wasn't going to force myself to do it. But I did think maybe I can edit it today and put it up at 7 PM tonight, although I don't even know anymore. Maybe not, I don't know. I still feel like I want it to go up, but we'll see. Or it could go up Friday, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know at this point. It's beyond my brain capacity right now. So, what was I going to say? Yesterday's walk was meant to be like an hour and 25, but someone decided to play up and do things that took up time on the last part of the walk, because I got to like, I had 10 minutes left. I'm like, if I do this bit, it'll be exactly 10 minutes, as long as she doesn't want to sniff something for 5 hours, or she doesn't play up and try to get to a dog and run round circles round me. And she ran circles round me about 6 times, which took up 30 seconds or more each time. I wasn't very happy with her because we're out just over an hour and a half. I wanted to be on my way home by that point, and then I've obviously got to sort the dog out, I've got to change my shoes, I've got to get in the car. Like, I was just like, I got home, I think 9 minutes before the call was due, so I still had time to sort the dog out, have a quick wee, have a quick drink, check my notes, which I didn't end up using, which I'm gonna, well, I've actually started an email to them. But all I can say that the phone call was very, very positive, and some things are going to be happening, and that's all I can say about that. But it's an ongoing thing, so there was a positive outcome to that. We'll see what happens next, but that is all I can comment about that. Then I had my second phone call, which, I mean, I was basically told by someone above this person to contact this person or the person above if I want, when I want. So I did, and then I don't know, like, I did get stuff from the conversation, but at the same time they didn't seem that impressed. That's my interpretation, and that's what I'm going to stick with. Why do I suddenly feel like I could go to sleep? I honestly feel like I could just literally lie down and go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Like, I don't know. I think I had like 7 hours sleep last night. I think it's just all this extra walking that I'm doing. I'm a lot more productive. There's a lot of stuff going on that's draining me mentally, so I am just tired. I'm gonna have a double espresso when I get home. I should have had one this morning, didn't think. Got out half an hour later than planned, so on Monday, and like I said, at the moment I am quite down, but I don't want to talk about the ins and outs and here. That's why I don't, and that's why I just try and distract myself and talk about anything random. On Monday I ended up on Elsa Bell's page. Is she called Elsa Bell? And it's where I was getting loads of clothes. Like I was ordering 1 or 2 items a week, mainly 2 items a week for weeks, and I haven't ordered since Christmas for various reasons. Like I weren't wearing everything, and I did have enough. Like there gets to a point where you have enough. Like there's people on there buying every week, and they're buying 4 or 5 items a week, and I'm thinking, like, when are you going to wear all this stuff? And like, you're buying so much, you're never going to wear this stuff out, like, because you're just buying so much. So I stopped like looking, but I kept seeing stuff, and I was like, oh god, I like that. I'm like, no. Anyway, I ended up noticing they had a free shipping discount on Monday, and because there's like a lot of stress and stuff, I was like, do you know what, I'll get something, I'll treat myself to something, because I literally wear New York hood jumper all the time. I either have the grey one or the black one on dog walks. I don't particularly wear the hoodies often because I've got the hoodies. Is it Brooklyn on the hoodies? Because I got 3. One I'm going to donate to charity because I've worn once. The other 2, one of them I've worn more, but I've not worn them on walks because sometimes I don't like wearing hoodies, because sometimes the hood pulls. Like if you've got like this coat's very heavy, it sometimes pulls on the hood, so then the neck of the hoodie is pulling tight against my throat, and I don't like it. But if I didn't have a coat on, then I'd wear the hoodie, because then I've not have the coat that sometimes pulls on the hood. So I predominantly wear these 2 jumpers on dog walks. Now I do wear other jumpers, but predominantly it's these 2 jumpers, and I normally have a t-shirt on underneath that, or a long sleeve t-shirt. And then a lot of the time when I get home, I'm too hot because I've been dragged through however long, so the jumper always comes off. The grey one I've worn to death. It's bobbled on the cuffs and a bit on the top because I just wear it all the time. But I do have a lot of bits and pieces that I've not worn yet that I need to wear, because I get in habits. Just most people must do this, but I'll wear the similar things over and over again because I just like them, and I'm trying to not do that. And one of my favourite jumpers, sweatshirts, says California across the back and down the arms, and it's black at the front. I absolutely love that. I wear that a lot on Fridays, and I really like that. Like, that's my kind of Friday jumper. I don't think I wear it every Friday, but I have worn it quite a few Fridays. But I have quite a few things from her, so I stopped buying. But I went on, I was like, I've seen things that she restocks on Sundays, and I saw a couple of things on like that she was restocking, and I deliberately didn't go on because I know I'll probably buy 2 things, and then next week I'll buy 2 things, and I don't want to get in that habit yet. I've got enough stuff for the moment. Obviously when the weather improves, I'll probably go on and buy more stuff, but not to the extent I was. So I went on, and there was too much that I liked. And you know when you can't decide, and you've said to yourself like you're not going to get more than one thing, and you can't narrow it down to like less than 2, which would come to around £50. I was like, do you know what, at the moment she's got 2 things on. You can get 2 items for 30 or 4 items for 50. So I was like, do you know what, if I would have bought 2 items, it would have come to 50-ish approx plus shipping, but it's free shipping. So I bought the 4 for 50. Now you can't pick and choose what you want. I know there's a lot of people who have got it who have basically hinted at items they've wanted, and she's actually given them 2 items that they've wanted and chose the rest herself. And I didn't hint at any items, even though there was something that I really wanted. Well, there's 2 things that I wanted, but they're identical, but they've got different things on them. So if I would have bought separate items, I would have only bought one of those 2 things. One of the things I wanted, which I didn't get, was this hoodie, and it says Saint across the front, and she does it in baby blue and black. I think she did it in other colours, but that's what was left in stock, and I would have got the baby blue one because I do actually have a baby blue hoodie that I keep meaning to wear, but because I keep having to wear coats because of the weather, I haven't. So I was secretly hoping she'd put that in, and then I saw something in pink that I really liked, hoping that she might put that in. But you can leave notes at the type of items that you want. So if you want like going out stuff, you can put going out stuff, or if you want like casual stuff, or do you know, like if you want like gym sets or things like that, you can put that, and you can also put the colours that you would like, or colours that you definitely don't want. So all I put was loungewear or stuff that I could walk the dog with, because, you know, I could wear loungewear on dog walks depending on the loungewear, but the majority of her loungewear that she's done is stuff you could wear outside anyway. And I wanted like stuff that I could potentially wear on dog walks. I also put I would prefer black, literally black, or grey or dark blue, and then I also don't mind baby pink or baby blue. That's all the notes I wrote. I didn't hint at any kind of items, although I should have hinted at the Saint hoodie. Although, anyway, so it arrived this morning. I was like, you know what, I should be like getting ready to go out, but I'm going to open this parcel because I literally cannot wait. So I opened it, and the first thing I was like, do you know when you pick something up and you're like really confused at the material, and I'm like, what is this? Because I literally forgot what's on her website, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is it? Anyway, it's actually something I wanted, but I wouldn't have got at this point because it's more of a summery thing. But I believe she stocked it last summer, but I don't know. I actually wanted it, but I talked myself out of it. But it's a cheesecloth t-shirt and short set, which is perfect for summer, but also perfect for lounging around in. But I don't typically wear shorts, and that's one of the reasons I never got it. Anyway, she gave it me in black, because I know she does it in other colours, but I would have 100% if I went on to buy it, bought the black. She also does a version with a shirt and shorts, and that's perfect for like a cover up. Do you know, if you're on holiday, like the little shorts, and like they're not short shorts either, they're not long either, they're perfect length, and like the shirt set is perfect as a cover up. So, and then the second item that I picked up, and this I would never have bought, but I'm looking at it like trying to work out ways how to style it, and I'm thinking, can I actually style this and wear it the way that I'm thinking? And it's a dress, and it's kind of like an outer layer with an inner layer, so it's not see-through, but there's like, you can see the inner layer because it's not all of the dress, like the arms and the bottom of the dress is the outer layer, which is, it's not sheer, but it's see-through. And on the sleeves it's kind of frilled, and on the bottom it's frilled, but I think it's an awkward length. I think it's going to hit just below my knees and it's not going to look right. So I thought I could wear it with a big chunky belt and then pull it up a little bit so it's above my knees. I don't know if I can wear it or not. If I can, I'm happy to donate it, because then someone's getting something. But I will try and style it. And then the next item, which item did I find next? The next item, oh my god, I almost wore it. I almost put it on, and I was like, because I know the severity of some of these walks, I was like, I can't. But it is a lounge set. I think it's the sugar set, because I own the spice set, which actually came with a fault on it, and it ended up ripping all the way up the seam, which I still need to sew, and I've not worn it since. But she put in the, is it the sugar set? They're all very similar, they're all different. It's a ribbed set, but like it's a thicker rib, whereas the one that I've got, which I think is the spice set, is a very thin rib. Anyway, this one, it's in khaki, because I think I actually put in the notes that I didn't mind khaki. I don't have many khaki things. I think I've got a khaki Brooklyn hoodie from her. I have a khaki North Face hoodie somewhere that I need to find. And I'm sure I've got something else, but I don't have much khaki, so it's in khaki. And it's got the rib leggings and the top, and I put it on, like I literally put it on. I weren't even dressed for the walk or anything. Put it on, I'm like, should I wear it on the walk? And the main reason I didn't wear it is not because I know I'm up and down hills and I'm probably going to get pulled in a muddy puddle, but it was because it's cold outside, and even though it felt like it would be warm, I didn't know if it was going to be warm enough to do a dog walk in. But it's absolutely gorgeous, and I think I'm going to put it on when I get home. And then the fourth thing is a hoodie, and it's a hoodie that I wanted, and I couldn't decide on the colour, and this is one of the reasons why I did the 4 for 50. She actually gave it me in black. I've ended up with 3 black things, which I am not going to complain about, because I do love black clothes. Although, unfortunately, wearing black means I do constantly get covered in dog fur, which is a nightmare, so I don't tend to buy as much black. But now I've got 3 black things, so. It says yoga on the front, but it's in like a felt material, so it's white yoga across here, and it's like a almost felt / furry material. It's more of a felt, but it's kind of a It looks furry, but it's felt material. And again, she had it in a lot of colours. She's had it a few weeks and she keeps restocking it. And there was 2 colours I was torn between, which was black and like a royal blue. And I couldn't choose between them because when I was looking at items, I couldn't choose between the hoodies, which was the Saints hoodie, which I really love, but I also love the yoga hoodie because it says yoga on it, obviously. So those were the 2 hoodies I couldn't choose between, and one of the reasons why I got the 2 for 50. And there was a couple of other things that I couldn't choose between, but I couldn't narrow it down to one thing. And I thought, well, seeing as I may potentially end up with 2 items and I may not necessarily want these 2 items, not want them, but I can't choose which items to choose, I'll just let her choose. And the main reason I did it with Elsa Bell and not with another business is A, because I've bought from her for a long time, but because I've bought from her for a long time, she knows the type of things that I have bought, so she knows what I own. She knows that I've not bought from her for a while, but she knows that I do buy a lot of sweatshirts and hoodies, probably because it was winter. But I have bought other stuff, but I've never bought a dress from her. Well, the first item that I bought, she sold as a dress, but it was more of a long shirt, and it was a cheesecloth one in pink that I never wore. I never wore it, and I did plan on wearing it, but I think that was the first item of clothing I ever bought from her. But since then, I don't believe I've bought a dress. In fact, I know I haven't bought a dress. So I was very surprised about the dress choice from her, and also the fact she put a short set in, because I've never bought shorts from her either. But I actually wanted that cheesecloth short set. I just didn't know if I would wear it. The top fits perfectly, the shorts fit like it was made for me, and it's like one of those one size fits all. Fits me perfectly. I've not tried the hoodie on. I almost put it on. I was like, no, because I'm going to put my big coat on. And like I said, I almost kept the sugar set on and chucked a jumper over the top, but I didn't know if I was going to be warm enough. But I'm going to have to go because I've just shortened my walk by 5 minutes. She's still going to get over an hour. She has been walked this morning anyway. I know you've heard about his clothes, nothing else. I got a phone call to make, well, 2 when I get home as well. And I'm probably going to be hungry. I've run out of those protein wafers. I feel like I've got a couple of protein bars in the cupboard, but they're hard to eat and they're heavy and stodgy, so I couldn't be bothered. I'm not going to do her favourite walk again, because I'm sick of that man with Bob and the way he is with my dog, and I don't like it, and I don't want to walk past his house, even though, you know, he might not rush out this time. Walked past there yesterday and I kept thinking, don't come out, don't come out, don't come out, but I shouldn't have to think that way. So I think I've got the walk planned. I've got like 2 minutes to get everything ready and get out, like get on it. I hope you've all had a good week anyway, no matter what you've done.